Hey guys, how's it going? Mike here. To my new subscribers, because there probably is a few, what's up? How you doing? To the old ones, welcome back. So, what I'm going to be talking about is why I had to start my NoFap streak from scratch and like the events that led up to me starting from scratch. So basically, what I notice about myself is when I'm on the longest NoFap streaks is when I'm the happiest, like internally and externally. Like when everything is going right in my life, that's usually when my discipline starts to bolster and I start to be more consistent in my habits, like NoFap, like working out, like cold showers, and a bunch of other stuff that I implement into my life. I want to start reading books too. You know, making videos obviously is a big discipline thing. And everything in life requires discipline. So the foundation for my personal discipline was the first few habits that I implemented, one of which being NoFap. And today I'm going to be talking about the main reason why I failed my huge streak, which wasn't even that. I'm going to get into all the specifics, but first of all, the streak that I had on NoFap was from July of 2021 all the way to December 1st. It was July 15th to December 1st. And the thing is, the way that I actually discovered what NoFap was and like started figuring it out for myself was actually through a friend of mine who I met on Discord, which is really interesting because we just like ran into each other while playing Fortnite, and when we met, he didn't know much about any of this stuff, but as he started watching some YouTube videos by some popular YouTube gurus and self-help YouTubers, he started to figure out what NoFap is. And when he first told me about it, I was just like everyone else. I said, you know, there's no way this works. It's total nonsense. But the thing is that when you tell someone about NoFap, it's just kind of, at least for me, it was just kind of in the back of my head. Like every time I would, you know, fap, I would think to myself, you know what, maybe that was actually a bad decision and maybe not fapping is the way to go. So eventually I started trying it, and I don't remember the exact time frame for when I started. It was definitely somewhere near the very beginning of the pandemic, maybe April or May. And at first it was actually pretty difficult. I could barely get like a week without failing, but eventually I started to become better at it, and I realized that I was actually able to do this thing that at first seemed almost impossible to achieve was now very easy. I don't want to say easy, but I would say after a certain amount of time it's almost impossible to fail. Almost. So basically I was going like pretty long streaks from November of 2020 all the way to December of 2021. There wasn't like one big streak. There was like one from November to like January of 2021, and then I failed for a few months, like on and off weeks. But then what happened was I had this one massive streak, like I said at the beginning, from July 15th to December 1st. This was by far even maybe double my previous record, which is crazy. But the reason why I ultimately failed was because I didn't have an accountability partner anymore. This is so crucial for everything that you do within your life, especially things that require discipline. You need people around you that have the same interests. Otherwise it will be, from my experience, substantially harder to succeed in the tasks, because if everyone around you thinks that something is BS and doesn't actually think it helps at all, it's gonna be very hard for you to like stick to it. It's just like the saying, you're the sum of the 5 people that you hang out with most. It's the exact same thing, right? If you hang out with 5 complete imbeciles who smoke weed all day, you will be the 6th. If you hang out with 5 people who are on their grind, grinding up that bread, on their purpose, then you too will be on your purpose. And the accountability partners that I had throughout that time period kind of started to fade away, and I ended up failing because I lost faith in NoFap, pretty much. And I don't want to say anything like horrible happened after I failed, but the first fail was okay, like nothing much happened. But then after a while, as I started building up this habit again, it definitely wasn't constructive to my overall success. And I realized once again, like I always do, that I'm better off without it. And now I think I'm on day 4 or 5, and I'm going to be like posting updates throughout my journey, which is why I wanted to make this the first video on the new channel, because if I do this right now, then I'll be able to like stay consistent, because even when I posted other videos about NoFap in the past, I didn't say like what day I was on. I just generally brought up what NoFap was and how to like do it. And actually, let me talk a little bit about that, because I haven't said anything about that yet. I've just been ranting on about my personal story. But basically what NoFap is the art of abstaining from porn, masturbation, and orgasm. And the main part of it is actually the porn part, because basically when you watch adult content, it corrupts your brain. It gives you false perceptions of what you think women should be like and what relationships should be like, and it overall puts you at a disadvantage throughout your life with women, with your confidence, with pretty much everything. So that's the main part, and I'm proud to say that I haven't watched adult content in years and years, so that's a great thing for me, and it definitely helped my confidence a lot. But that's the main thing with NoFap. It's actually the art of abstaining from adult content. If you guys didn't know that, there it is. I know a lot of people think that the main part of NoFap is not like beating your meat. It's actually not the case. So that's obviously part of it too. If you choose to do that, then you're not doing NoFap. But people have had varied success with just quitting adult content. It's up to you. For me, I feel like just going cold turkey is best, but everyone's different. I'm definitely gonna make like a whole separate video on like the actual benefits of NoFap, and that'll come like when it's like day 14 or whatever. I'll make a video and say like these are my benefits, but for now I'm just giving like a general overview. So that's pretty much it for this rant. Yeah, I think that's it for now. But if you guys enjoyed the video, leave it a like, subscribe. I want to get this channel to at least a few hundred subs as soon as possible, of course. But check out my Instagram, linked in the description below. I actually made a reel the other day, and by the time you guys are watching this, there might even be a few reels up. I'm trying a bunch of new things. I'm gonna be continuing to try even more new things, but stay tuned, we got a lot coming. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, take care.